Saving money. It's a phrase that can either bring a sense of accomplishment or a wave of dread. Two words that can send shivers down anyone's spine. The thought of managing finances can be overwhelming, especially when you're staring at a mountain of bills or a credit card statement that seems to never end. Especially if math isn't your jam. Trust me, I get it. Numbers can be intimidating, and the idea of budgeting can feel like you're back in school, trying to solve a math problem that just doesn't make sense. Balancing a checkbook sometimes feels like solving a complex equation involving hieroglyphics. You might find yourself wondering if you need a degree in accounting just to keep track of your expenses. But guess what? Saving doesn't have to be a math test. You don't need to be a financial wizard to make smart choices with your money. It's about making smart choices and tricking yourself into being responsible. Think of it as setting up little systems and habits that make saving money almost automatic. Think of it like this: saving money is like eating your vegetables. It might not always be the most exciting thing, but it's essential for your long-term health and well-being. You know it's good for you, but sometimes you just want a big ol' slice of cake. It's all about balance and finding ways to enjoy life while still being mindful of your financial goals. But just like sneaking spinach into a smoothie, we can find sneaky ways to save money without sacrificing all the fun stuff. You don't have to give up everything you love to build a healthy savings habit. We're talking about simple, easy-to-follow tips that even someone who thinks PI is just a delicious dessert can handle. From using budgeting apps to setting up automatic transfers to your savings account, there are plenty of ways to make saving money a breeze. Ready to become a saving ninja? Let's do this. With a few clever tricks and a bit of discipline, you'll be well on your way to financial success. So, grab your calculator, put on your ninja mask, and let's start saving. Life is full of surprises. Some are good, like winning concert tickets. Others, not so much, like your car deciding to do its best impression of a sputtering dragon. That's where the emergency fund swoops in to save the day. Think of your emergency fund as your financial superhero cape. It's there to protect you from the unexpected punches life throws your way, like a flat tire or a surprise dental bill. Having this cash stash means you won't have to rely on credit cards or loans when disaster strikes. How much should you aim for? Start with a goal of $1,000, then build it up to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It might seem like a lot, but remember, even superheroes start somewhere. Building an emergency fund is like crafting your own superhero origin story. It starts with small, consistent steps. Set aside a small amount of money each week or month. It doesn't have to be a huge sum. Even $10 or $20 can add up over time. Celebrate your progress along the way. Each milestone you reach is a step closer to financial security. An emergency fund gives you peace of mind. Knowing you have a financial cushion can reduce stress and help you handle unexpected expenses with confidence. Consider keeping your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. This way, your money can grow while still being easily accessible when you need it. Remember, building an emergency fund is an empowering journey. It's about taking control of your financial future and being prepared for whatever life throws your way. So, put on your financial superhero cape and start building your emergency fund today. Your future self will thank you. Remember how I said we'd find sneaky ways to save without even trying? Enter automating your savings. It's like magic, but for your bank account. Set up a system where a small amount of money automatically transfers from your checking account to your savings account every month. It's like setting your coffee maker on a timer, but instead of waking up to the smell of delicious caffeine, you wake up a little bit richer. The best part? You won't even miss the money, and it adds up faster than you think. Remember that jar you used to toss your loose change in? Well, it's time to bring back that concept, but with a digital twist. Many banks and apps offer a feature where they round up your purchases to the nearest dollar and transfer the difference to your savings. So if you buy a latte for $3.75, the app will round it up to $4 and sneakily squirrel away that extra quarter. It might seem small, but those digital pennies can add up to serious savings over time. Section 5. Salary hike. Treat your future self. Woohoo! You got a raise. Time to celebrate with a shopping spree, right? Hold your horses, my friend. While a little treat-yourself moment is totally deserved, a raise is the perfect opportunity to give your future self a high five, and by high five I mean more money. Instead of letting your entire raise disappear into your everyday spending, make a plan to save a portion of it automatically. That way you'll be rocking a bigger bank account without even noticing the difference in your spending. Section 6. Budgeting apps. Your new BFF, best financial friend. Budgeting used to involve spreadsheets, calculators, and probably a lot of frustrated sighs. But fear not, fellow math-averse friends. There are tons of amazing budgeting apps out there that make managing your money easier than binge-watching your favorite show. These apps connect to your bank accounts and automatically track your spending, so you can see exactly where your money is going. Plus, they help you create a budget that aligns with your goals and send you friendly reminders to stay on track. Section 7. Cutting back. It's not as scary as it sounds. When we talk about cutting back on spending, it often conjures up images of extreme frugality and deprivation. But it doesn't have to be that way. Cutting back on spending doesn't mean you have to live like a hermit and eat ramen noodles every night. Unless you really love ramen, then by all means indulge. It's about making smarter choices that align with your financial goals. It's all about finding small, manageable ways to reduce your expenses without sacrificing the things you truly enjoy. Start by reviewing your budget and identifying areas where you can cut back. Maybe it's those daily coffee runs or frequent dining out. Think about it. Do you really need that subscription to every streaming service under the sun? Perhaps you can share subscriptions with family or friends, or rotate services every few months to keep things fresh. Could you pack your lunch a few times a week instead of ordering takeout? Not only will this save you money, but it can also be a healthier option. Plus, you might discover a new love for cooking. Small changes can make a big difference over time. By making these adjustments, you'll start to see your savings grow. It's not about making huge sacrifices, but rather about being mindful of your spending habits and making intentional choices. Remember, the goal is to cut back in ways that don't impact your overall happiness. Spend time doing things you love that don't cost a lot of money, like enjoying nature, reading a good book, or spending quality time with loved ones. As you see your savings grow, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. Cutting back isn't about deprivation, it's about creating a more sustainable and fulfilling financial future. Section 8. The latte factor. Little things add up. Remember that daily latte I mentioned earlier? It's a sneaky little devil when it comes to your finances. That $5 coffee might not seem like a big deal, but if you buy one every weekday, that's $100 a month. And that's just one latte. Take a look at your spending habits and see if there are any small recurring expenses you can cut back on. It could be anything from that daily snack run to those impulse online purchases. Section 9. Side hustle. Hustle, make it rain. Who says you can only have one source of income? A side hustle is a great way to boost your earnings and reach your savings goals faster. Plus, it can be a lot of fun. Think about your skills and interests. Could you freelance your talents, sell handmade crafts online, walk dogs? The possibilities are endless. Section 10. Celebrate small wins. You go, saver. Saving money is a marathon, not a sprint. It's important to celebrate your progress along the way to stay motivated. Did you hit a savings milestone? Crush a financial goal? Treat yourself. But maybe skip the shopping spree this time. Go out for a nice dinner, buy yourself a small gift, or plan a fun weekend getaway. Recognizing your accomplishments will keep you inspired to keep going. Section 11. Start small, dream big, you got this. Saving money might seem daunting at first, but remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start with small, manageable steps and gradually work your way up. Even if you can only save a few dollars a week, it's still a step in the right direction. The most important thing is to just start. So put on your saving pants, figuratively of course, grab your metaphorical piggy bank, and let's do this. You got this.